When you're ready to give your students access to one of the topics in your Flipgrid, there's a couple of different ways you can do it. So when you're logged into Flipgrid on the educator's dashboard, which is what we're looking at right now, you can see right now we're on the My Grids section. So this is showing me all of the grids that I have available that I've created. And underneath the grid title, you will see how many topics that you created for that grid. Now, if you want, you can share the entire grid with your students, and this will show them all of the topics that you have created. So for instance, if I click on share next to this particular grid, we want to share it by URL, which is the default. The grid link is what you want to give the students, and if you recall, when you created your grid, you were able to generate a unique URL. So I copied this, and then you can put it into OneNote or Edmodo, whatever you would use to digitally give your students information. So then when they click on this link, what it's going to bring them to is this page. They'll be prompted also to log in with their Office 365 credentials. But you can see here, this is the grid, and then all of the topics that you have made available to them will show up. If you do not want them to see everything automatically when they click on your link, instead of sharing the entire grid, you can share the topic. So if we just go back over to our teacher dashboard, so let's say we're back on My Grids, what you do is you go inside the grid where you have the topic that is to be shared. So if I go into Miss Robinson's corner, now I see a list of all the individual topics associated with this particular grid. And you'll get a share button next to each one of the specific topics, which is different than the share link provided for the actual grid. So if I just want to share the Would You Rather math problem, if I click on share, you can see this pop-up looks very similar to the one you saw before. However, you can see the topic link is different because it auto-generates a specific link for that specific topic. So you click copy and you paste it into Edmodo or OneNote. But you're going to see, if we put this link in our browser, it's going to look a little bit different. We're not going to see the entire grid. We're just going to see that specific topic. So the students will log in, and you can see it goes directly to the topic that's going to be answered. So those are the two different ways that you can share your topic that you want the students to answer. In the next video, what I'm going to show you is if you do want to share your grid and you don't always want to have to go through the sharing process, you can make certain topics inactive, meaning the students can't see it yet, or you can freeze them so that the students can see student responses, but they can't add anything new to that particular topic.